Good morning my dear students. As usual, hope you're fine. So last class we discussed about our new chapter A Snake in the Grass by R.K. Narayan. So I hope you understand very well. So last class I told about to complete 9 question answers and you written it very well. Now we can go through the activities of the chapter. So are you ready? Yes. So we can go through the activities. Page number 27. Our first activity. The major events of the story A Snake in the Grass are given in jumbled order. So it is disorder. Jumbled order means disorder. The major events in the story. First of all, I read that and your workers now sequence the events in the flowchart given below. You should write the correct order in the below space. Dasa's negligence of the garden and the lawns was responsible for all the dreadful things coming in. The family was greatly agitated to hear the news. A big cobra entered the compound. An old beggar promised to send a snake charmer. Neighbors assembled and started searching for the snake. They watched him in admiration and decided to reward him. The youngest son saw the snake coming out the hall and cried aloud. The snake charmer came, gave his name and departed. When they recovered from the shock, they asked, "Does it mean there are 2 snakes here?" Dasa appeared before them carrying a water pot and declared that he had caught the snake. Yes, this is the first activity of our chapter. Now, based on this activity, what do you understand from this? Do you remember our story name first of all? Yes, what is the story? Yes, A Snake in the Grass. And who is the author? R.K. Narayan. Very good. Now, here first activity to correct down the activities. The major events of the story A Snake in the Grass are given below and it is jumbled order. And before that, I am reading 10 sentences. Here it is gave a 10 space. First one and last one is there and you should find out the 8th sentence in the correct order. First one is, a big cobra entered the compound. So here you can see above, a big cobra entered the compound. So that is the first one. And here a lot of space given here. A next one, when they, last sentence, when they recovered from the shock, they asked, does it mean there are 2 snakes here? Yes. So last sentence is, when they recovered from the shock, they asked, does it mean there are 2 snakes here? So first activity you should complete the order, complete the sentence in a correct order. So you should write this activity in your textbook itself. No need to write in the notebook. Okay. So first activity, complete the sentence in the correct order in your textbook. Now we can move to our second activity. Please take page number 28. Imagine that the mother in the story, A Snake in the Grass, happens to see the snake again. She rings up the snake charmer, but unfortunately, he is not there. She gets his wife on the phone. Read the telephonic conversation. So, do you remember what's meant by conversation? Yes, 2 persons, communication. So, here is a telephone conversation. I will read the question once again. Imagine that the mother in the story, so there is a mother in the story, a snake in the grass, happens to see the snake again. So the mother see the snake again. She rings up the snake charmer. So already the snake charmer gave his name and details. So he rings, he called the snake charmer. But unfortunately she can't get the snake charmer and she get his wife and their conversation. So now let's read the conversation. Mother: hello. Could I speak Mr. Shankar, the snake charmer? So the mother call and ask, hello, could I speak to Mr. Shankar, the snake charmer? So the snake charmer name is Shankar. Wife, and the reply of the wife, sorry, he is not here. I am his wife. May I know who is speaking? So the wife replied that, sorry, he is not here. I am his wife. May I know who is speaking? Mother: I am Sudha from Malgudi North. So, I am Sudha. The mother tell her name, that is I am Sudha from Malgudi North. When will he be back? So, when will he back? Wife, after an hour. Would you like to leave a message? So, what the wife says that, would you like to leave a message? Mother, yes, please. We are in a fearful situation. A snake has entered our premises and we are urgently in need of some help. Please ask him to call me back. It's very urgent. He knows my number. So, the mother replied that yes, it's a very urgent, that is we are in a very fearful situation. A snake has entered in our place. So, we need an urgently help. So, please call him back. It's very urgent. He knows my number. And the mother says that he knows my number. Wife, sure. I will try to contact him. Yes, definitely. Sure, I will say that I will definitely contact him. If not, I will tell him as soon as he back. If I didn't get you, if they come, I will soon. He is back. Mother, thank you. Yes, thank you. So, here is a conversation between the snake charmer's wife and mother. And now, the wife could not contact Shango, the snake charmer. So, the wife could not contact his husband. The moment he reaches the house, but when the moment he reaches the house, his wife conveys the message. So, the wife conveys a message. What's the message? He rings the mother immediately. The message is a mother call because he is in a fearful situation, that is urgent situation, that is a snake entered into their home and they need a urgent help. So, the snake charmer rings mother immediately. Prepare the likely conversation between him. So, your work, your second activity is a conversation between snake charmer and mother. Snake charmer, mother. Here is a space to complete the conversation. But this conversation, you should write it in your textbook and notebook too. You should, first of all, you write in your textbook and after that rewrite this conversation in your notebook. Okay. So, first activity, you should write it in your textbook. Second activity, write the conversation between snake charmer and mother. You should first of all you write in your textbook, after that rewrite in the notebook. So, I hope you understand these two activities. First activity, complete the sentence in the correct order. First one and last one is done there, and after before that the 8th sentence you should write it in the correct order. And second one, conversation between snake charmer and mother based on the theme. The mother saw a snake again and he called snake charmers, but unfortunately he can't get snake charmer, he gets snake charmer's wife. So, when snake charmer came back his home, his wife conveyed the message and immediately the snake charmer called the mother. At that time, what will be the conversation? Now, we can move to the third activity. I hope you understand. Given below are a few tongue twisters. Take turns to read them aloud. Now, here is a tongue twisters, easy method. Listen, there are 3 sentences there. Please listen. Page number 28. A good cook could cook as much cookies as a good cook who could cook cookies. Like easy thing, you can read it very well. That is, a good cook could cook as much cookies as a good cook who could cook cookies. Black bug bit a big black bear. But what is the big black bear that the big black bug bit? The sixth sheep is sick. So, these are the tongue twister sentences. Now, collect a few other tongue twisters and say them aloud in the class. So, unfortunately, we can't say it in our class, but you should write some tongue twisters in your notebook. Otherwise, there is no space here. So, please write 2 tongue twisters in your notebook also. Now, we can move to the activity 4. The English club in your school has decided to stage a play based on the story A Snake in the Grass. You are asked to prepare a script based on the story. Can you complete it? So, this is an script, based on the script of the snake in the grass, based on your chapter a snake in the grass, you should complete a script, but we can't do it in the individually, but you can do it as individual. The English club in your school has decided to stage a play based on the story A Snake in the Grass. You are asked to prepare a script based on the story. Can you complete it? A Snake in the Grass, here you can see characters: mother, 4 sons, neighbors, all beggar, servant Dasa. And setting: the courtyard of a house. Curtain rises. The courtyard of the house, the mother, her 4 sons and servant Daza are obviously frightened and are searching for a snake. An old beggar enters. So this is the starting of the story. So if you want to write, you should write this. But unfortunately, we can't conduct a play on this situation. So please leave that activity. You don't do that activity. Okay. Now we can move to the activity 5. That is important. Okay. Given below is a crossword puzzle. Fill in the blank space with suitable letters to get the names of implements. Find out what these are used for and fill in the blanks below. So here you can see up to 7 columns, crossword puzzle, and 7 questions are here. So you should find out the questions and answers too. So I will say the questions next class, but you try to find out the answers and questions. So one question is here: down and across up. Down question: a tool used for digging the soil. A tool is used for digging the soil. So second one, what's the answer? Down. So you find out that answer and try to find out the questions also. You should complete this activity in your textbook itself. No need to complete in the notebook. Okay. Now we can move to the next thing, that is an important thing, grammar section. Did you hear the word idioms? Now we can move to that. Yes, our activity, our grammar activity, idioms. What do you mean by idiom? So take page number 30. In the left side, you can see a column. An idiom is a group of words whose meaning is different from the meaning of the individual words. So I'll write here. Yes, please listen here. An idiom is a group of words whose meaning is different from the meaning of individual words. That means a group of words, in a sentence, a group of words, it convey a meaning, but in different type of words, in that different words the meaning is another. In a sentence, a group of words convey a meaning, but in that same sentence, different types of words, it convey another meaning. That type of sentence or meanings is known as idioms. We can find out here. Here please listen. Example: to add fuel to the fire. To add fuel to the fire. It's a sentence of idiom. A meaning: to make a problem worse. The meaning is to add fuel to the fire. That is a sentence of idiom, example of idioms. And that sentence meaning is to make a problem worse. That means in that sentence there is an inner meaning. That inner meaning is known as idioms. So please listen, fuel, fire, that two words. But it convey in a sentence, it get another meanings. That inner meaning is known as idioms. Okay. Here please listen, activity 6. The boy in the story, how far is the river, comes to know that reaching the river is a Herculean task. The words given in italics is the example of an idiom. Here it means a work that requires a lot of effort, strength or determination. Now read the conversation between Mohan and Govind. So conversation between Mohan and Govind, some idiom sentences are there. Please listen. Mohan, who won the match? Govind. India played very well in the beginning, but then Australia, you know, is a tough team. Michael Barron turned the match in their favor, but our Harbhajan Singh then worked miracles. Mohan, stop beating about the bush and tell me which team won. Hit the nail on the head, please. So do you remember any idiom sentences in this sentence, in this conversation? Yes, there are 4 idioms in this sentences. First one, the conversation of Govind in the last 2 lines. Match in the favor, that is an idiom. Second one, work miracles, that is also an idiom. These sentences convey another meaning. That inner meaning is known as what? Idioms. And last section, Mohan, beating about the bush, that is also an inner meaning. Hit the nail on the head, that's also an idiom. So there are 4 idioms in this sentence. Now this activity 6, find out the idioms from this paragraphs conversation. You should find out these idioms and write it in your notebook. When I am saying this to 4 idioms, that sentence only you should write in the notebook. Now we can move to the next one. Now identify the idiomatic expressions from the conversation given above. You can find a list of idioms in column A. Match them with their meanings in the column. You may refer to a dictionary. Here A column idioms and B column the meaning of that. So please find out that meaning. Pros and cons. A feathers in one's cup. Keep one's word. Let the cat out of the bag. These are the 4 questions and 4 answers also here. First one I will tell and other 3 you should find out the answers and match them. Okay. Pros and cons, that is the idioms, and the meaning of that is the arguments for and against. The arguments for and against. So this type is known as, sentence is known as idioms. So I hope you understand, when we gave a sentence, in that sentence behind there is an inner meaning. That type of meaning sentence is known as idioms. Okay, so find out this. And below that, fill in the blanks choosing suitable idioms from those given above. There are 4 sentences and you should find out from the paragraph itself. From the match the following. When the thief was questioned, he dash. Our school has won the first prize in the state level hockey competition. It is dash. Before we take a decision on an issue, we must examine the dash of it. Give promises only if one can dash. So these are the 4 type of sentences, and there is, you want to find out the idioms. So above A column there are 4 type of sentence. That 4 idioms you should write it in the matching sentence, you should write in the fill in the blanks. First one I will see. When the thief was questioned, he, Which answer is correct in that column? Yes. When the thief was questioned, he let the cat out of the bag. That means when you question a thief, you should get the answers. Correctly, you should get the answers. That is the sentence. Let the cat out of the bag. Let the cat out of the bag means when you question, you should get the correct answer. That is the inner meaning. So, find out the other three idioms to complete the fill in the blanks. Okay. So, today we discuss 4 activity. First one, complete the sentence in the correct order. Second one, conversation. And third one, you don't write it in your notebook, that is tongue twisters. And fourth one is also simple, that is a play. You can't do that. Now, next one, the next activity, script. So, that leave that activity for you can't do that in an individual work. That is a group work activity. And next one, fifth one, that is crossword puzzle, that you should write it in your textbook. Then idioms, that also you should write in the textbook. And we can move to the next one, page number 31. Read the following sentence from A Snake in the Grass. The college boy murmured, I wish I had taken the risk, and knocked the water pot from Dasa's hand. What do you mean by I wish I had? That if we had an wish, we say that I wish I had. Look at the people boy below. What do they wish for? Here some person says their wish. What's that? I wish I had won the match. The first person says that I wish I had won the match. That means our dreams, our wishes, that is we say that I wish I had won the match. And second one, I wish I had owned a car. And second one, I wish I had owned a car. And third girl says that I wish I were a bird. And third one, I wish I were a bird. So, these 3 type of sentences conveys us, that means wishes of ours. So, below that complete the following sentences. You should complete the sentences by using the verb I wish I had. So, for example, I wish I had won the matches telling the first person, and second person said that I wish I had owned a car. Third person, I wish I were a bird, and you can see. And fourth one, what do you then? Yes, I wish I had collect some money. I wish I had collect some money, or I wish I had won the lottery. Something like you write some up to 6. You should write complete a sentence by using I wish I had. That means wishes of yours wishes. Your wishes you please write. Now we can move to the next activity. Read the following sentence and notice the words given in italics. The family, which consisted of the mother and her 4 sons, were greatly agitated. Please listen the italic bold words. She gave a coin to the beggar, who promised to send a snake charmer soon. The words given in italics are termed relative pronouns. So, our next heading is relative pronoun. So, I will rub this. What do you mean by relative pronoun? So, please take page number 31 and left side you can see a column. A relative pronoun relates one part of a sentence to another and also stands in for a noun or pronoun. That means a relative pronoun relates one part of the sentence to another. It means to end the one part of sentence to another and also stands in for a noun or pronoun. Yes. So, relative pronoun means a relative pronoun relates one part of a sentence to another and also stands in for a noun or pronoun. That means the sentence to divide into two sentences, that is part of a sentence to another. We add something, a noun or pronoun, that is known as relative pronouns. Here you can see example, the family which consisted. So, the family, a sentence to another, we can move to the next sentence, that we add a sentence, that is which consisted of the mother and her 4 sons were greatly agitated. And second one, she gave a coin to the beggar. That is one sentence and we want to move to the next, that is add a word, that is that who promised to send a snake charmer's son. So, these two italic types of words, which, who, when, or sorry, which, who and that. These are the 3 main words of relative pronouns. These 3, which, that, who are the main 3 relative pronoun words. Below that, you should add something. Join the pairs of sentence using a relative pronoun from the box given below. This is the house. I purchased it from Peter. Here this is one sentence and we want to add a sentence there. We want to add one word. Which word we add there? This is the house which I purchased it from Peter's. Then the first sentence, this is the house, that is first sentence, and we want to move the next sentence and we add what word? Which I purchased from Peter. So, please add which. Now, second question. He said something. It surprised me. First sentence, he said something. And we want to move the second sentence, what we add? That it surprised me. He said something, that it surprised me. And last one, I saw a girl. She was carrying a basket on her head. I saw a girl who was carrying a basket on her head. So, these 3 sentences, you please write it in your notebook. First one, you please write a heading, relative pronoun, then you write this one, and after that you complete the 3 sentences and add the relative pronouns. And we can move to the last 2 activities. Read the passage given below, certain words are missing in it. Rewrite the passage choosing the correct words from the circle. A doctor had the habit of talking. There is a space and we want to add something. What we add? A doctor had the habit of talking to the trees. Add to the trees by the roadside. As he took his walk in the evening, he would bend to kiss the trees. Please add the trees lovingly and whisper kind words to them. This was an odd but lovely sight. Add lovely. It was indeed a noble act in this wicked world. One day he was very upset to see one of the trees cut down. The nature lover was so upset that he started weeping. Surprisingly, the passers by. So here in bracket, that too lovely the was. So these words we implement in this paragraphs. So please write it in your textbook itself. Now we can move to the last word. Read the following sentence from the story A Snake in the Grass. Take note of the words in bold. The members of the family were greatly agitated to hear the news. A heated debate followed. They ordered him to make demands. So, in last one there is a column. Collocation. First of all, we want to know about what is collocation, then only you can do that. So, I will rub this. So what is mean by collocation? Certain words in English are often used together. Such natural pairing or grouping of words, such pair of grouping words or certain words in complete is known as collocation. Yes, so please listen. Yes, so certain words in English are often used together, two words often together. Such natural pairing or grouping words is known as collocation. Pairing words or grouping word is known as collocation. Here you can see to match the following column. It is better to say, it is better to avoid. First one, heated debate, commit a mistake, fast food, high mountain, make demands. So, it is better to avoid, that is heated debate, strong debate, commit a mistake, did a mistake, fast food, quick food, high mountain, tall mountain, make demands, ask demands. So, that is the difference between what is that pairing words or grouping words. What is better to say? We want to while communicate, better saying words is this and better to avoid words is B column. Now last one, match words in column A with those in column B and make suitable expressions. Here two columns there and find out which word is suitable and colloques that words. These are the activities of today's class. So first one, complete the activity in a correct order, then conversation, crossword puzzle, idioms, I wish I had, then choose the correct words and last one collocation. So I hope you understand today's section. If there is any doubt you can call me or WhatsApp me. Okay, I hope you understand very well. So thank you.